Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this YouTube channel, Philosophia Helvetica. I suppose I haven't really introduced this channel to many of you, and some of you might still be asking, what is this channel all about? What am I doing exactly here? What are some of the contents that I produce? And so on and so forth. And hopefully this video will clarify a little bit more for those of you who are curious about that. And in short, because I want to keep things very short today in this video, I basically discuss various philosophical, psychological, theological, and language videos. I make a lot of language videos now lately as well, but primarily it's about philosophy and psychology. And overall, I want to create an environment where we have critical and interesting discussions, conversations, especially in the comment section. This is kind of my favorite spot where I like to go on the comment section area and just read a bunch of interesting comments. Some are, a little bit more rude. Some are very interesting and thoughtful. As with every other comment section, you're gonna have very unique comments written down below. But overall, I just want to create this environment where we all think very critically about certain things. Now, of course, I'm not going to say that we have to question things that are already proven to be true. I'm not saying that we have to now, try to prove that the grass is green when it is green, or when something is very evident and very clear. We don't have to be critical of that. I mean more critical in a philosophical sense, that we have to question things when someone says something that might not be exactly accurate, or someone who has some kind of idea and wants to be challenged. Things like that, I mean. And this channel is exactly for that. I like to discuss a lot of controversial things. I like to discuss about things that, concern a lot of people, that might touch someone very deeply. However, I don't talk about political matters for that moment. I feel like politics is not really a topic that is in my responsibility or in my hands to really talk about it to you. I think you guys are already, I assume some of you are politically active, or maybe some of you are reading a lot about it in recent times. So I think for me, there is no purpose or sense to cover political matters. And overall, I feel like politics is just gonna be a very divisive thing for everyone, because the moment you start sharing your opinion, the moment you start talking about certain things, your audience is not going to be that satisfied, or maybe one part is going to be satisfied. If I really wanted a political channel, I would have already done it a long time ago, but I'm not going to do it, and that's not really in my responsibility, in my interest to really talk about politics. So if you want to talk about politics, if you want to go somewhere and discuss politics, you can find many other YouTube channels that exist. For that matter, there are plenty of them. Believe me, you can easily find any political channel, because these days a lot of people like to talk about it. I'm really more just about the philosophy, the psychology, the languages, something that is not so debated, so where you become very emotional to that extent. Of course, there are a few controversial philosophical subjects that can maybe anger a few people or something like that, but ultimately that is not my responsibility and my control to ensure your happiness or something like that. If you agree with me, that's great. If you disagree with me, well, that's not my problem, really. I mean, we all have our opinions and views, and if you feel like you want to say something, if you want to point out your thoughts or your opinion, you can do that in a very respectful manner, because otherwise I'm not even going to consider your opinion. I'm not even going to consider reading it. If you're going to start writing very inappropriate stuff towards me, or if you're going to, you get it with common sense, okay? And so this is kind of the environment or the sphere I want to establish in this YouTube area. And basically, I just want to encourage people to learn new things, to learn how to debate, to learn how to think critically, to read more philosophy, read more literature. I'm more about that. And for me, it's important that people learn, that people, also maybe relax after work and other things that they got to do throughout the day, so that they can come here and then they can, kind of sit in a lounge with me here, so to speak, and just kind of enjoy the interesting philosophical or language contents that I produce here. So yeah, so that's about it. I hope you are going to be subscribed to future videos, and I hope you leave a like as well. Share it with your friends and family and your loved ones. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a good day today, and see you in the next one.